Water is key to strengthening the foundations of Afghanistan's mainly agricultural economy, but only about 5% of the massive international investment in aid in the past decade, how many years? 10, good job, went to the water sector according to the UN report. And critics say that too much of that went to ad hoc small dams and schemes that had no long-term vision. Okay, now, how much time? 5 minutes? 6 minutes. Okay, here we go, guys. This is going to be, I can't handle this. It's like backwards and confusing. Okay, the geopolitical factors are such that Afghans are paranoid that both Iran and Pakistan are sabotaging their efforts to build dams and control their hydro resources, though the evidence is circumstantial and speculative at best. There's a lot of big words, wasn't there? Yeah. Okay, let's back up a little bit. The geopolitical factors. Politics based on geography. Geopolitical, okay? Those issues are such that Afghanistans are paranoid. What does it mean to be paranoid? Has somebody ever told you, you're just paranoid, get over it? Chandler, what does it mean?
You're worrying about stuff for no good reason.
You're worrying about things for no good reason, okay? So the geopolitical factors like that Afghans are paranoid, that they're worrying about things that don't matter, are both Iran and Pakistan are sabotaging their efforts. Sabotaging.
Like vandalizing and destroying?
Yeah, destroying, ruining, okay, vandalizing, good. Their efforts to build dams and control their hydro resources.
Water.
Water. The word water, right? Good. Are you like an English whiz?
Totally.
Yay. Okay. Though the evidence is circumstantial and speculative at best. Those are some legal words. That's circumstantial evidence. What's that mean? Circumstantial. It's not based on fact. Okay? It's not based on fact. Okay? So we don't know for sure. It's speculative. People are speculating that. Okay? It's not based on fact. For example, there were broad hints that elements in Pakistan may have contributed to the death of Kanwali. Says one local official in Paktia, the price that our neighbors pay for a human life around here, it's 50,000 Pakistani rupees. It's true, however, that Pakistan's energy crisis has furthered its dependence on Afghan water. Iran is the only country that Afghanistan has a water treaty with. So they've made an agreement with the country of Iran as to how much water they can use and how they're going to use that water. But they say that Iran is now taking up 70% more water than they agreed to and has built infrastructure on the incoming water without Afghanistan's consent. Okay, so we already know that the people in Afghanistan are, over the next 30 years, going to have 50% less water available to them. And now the Iranian government is taking over some of their water as well. If Afghanistan tries to build major dams to hold more of its own water, both Pakistan and Iran are likely to object and hold up the projects. Indeed, because diplomatic objections can create bureaucratic bottlenecks, major aid donors have increasingly shied away from funding water projects in Afghanistan. So, people are afraid of the trouble that it might cause within the governments. So, other groups aren't helping. Okay? So, there's a quick history of 40 years, okay, from 72 to 2013, 40 years, and, oops, what's that? And we have conflict over water, we have conflict over oil, and we have conflict over water again. This region, historically, has always had conflicts. As far back as you want to go, there's been conflict in this region, and it hasn't stopped, and I don't know that it's going to. Okay? That's all I got for you, and we got 1 minute to